Morning, everyone, and welcome to the meeting and the Committee of Public Services. Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Kinlock.
Present.
Commissioner Hattis. Commissioner Baydoun.
Here.
Commissioner Palomera.
Here.
Chair Mareki.
Here.
You have a quorum present.
Okay, thank you. Next item.
B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I have none. Next item.
C, approve of the June 21st, 2023 meeting minutes.
So moved.
Okay, we have an approval and support. Any questions, changes? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Next item.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Okay. Next item, and we'll take a vote at the end of this agenda.
Item 1, under new business, forwarding the May 2023 report of all complaint calls made to 1-888 road crew.
Okay, questions on this? So, of course, these next four are receiving files and their budget instructions. So next item,
Item 2, forwarding a copy of the completion status of road repairs pertaining to the township paving program.
okay, I do have a question on this one. Is there anyone here on this? I think you're going to have to come up to the chair. That mic doesn't work sometimes. Yes, and just hit so the green button comes on.
Good morning, Madam Chair.
Good morning.
I'm Alan Cole. I'm the Assistant Division Director of Engineering.
My question is, so these are old invoices and these monies are from the program that were up to like 3 years ago
Yeah,
with the township?
2014, 2000, up to 2018.
Okay. So since we haven't had this program in a few years, this is still catch up with the monies in the municipalities?
That's correct.
Okay. Are there movements on this
Um,
as far as,
We're trying to pay the invoices.
okay,
So that's what is happening right now.
okay. So are any of the communities, you're just, from our end, we're just trying to pay the invoices. Are any of the communities still, the work hasn't been done?
The work has been completed.
Okay,
So we're just trying to pay their invoices.
okay. All right. Well, I'm hoping that something like this is reinstated next year, next
Hopefully.
budget. So I just wanted to see how we're doing at this point. All right. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Any questions before? Okay, thank you. All right. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Item 3, forwarding the completion status of roads in a capital improvement plan.
Okay, questions on this? Next item.
Item 4, forwarding the current vehicle assignment report, including the vehicle type, age of vehicle, location, status, and brass tag number for all Wayne County vehicles.
All right, so we all have a document showing that. And again, these are all budget instructions, so we get these periodically. Next item.
Item 5, requesting commission approval of a license and hold harmless agreement with the 1-year option to renew with Buchanan Maritime LLC.
Okay. Someone here on this? I just have a couple of questions. I don't know if other commissioners do. Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Alicia Bradford, DPS Parks Division.
So this is a new endeavor, correct?
That is correct.
So maybe you could just tell us about it. So if someone's on Zoom or on the phone too, they can hear about it.
All right, thank you through the chair. Buchanan Maritime is a partner, had been for a number of years with the Michigan Sea Grant as well as Detroit International Wildlife Refuge. And they did maritime school programs down at the refuge for multiple number of years of summer prior to the pandemic. Now Buchanan Maritime is still doing their school, Michigan Sea Grant School, but they also like to be able to provide some recreation opportunity of some tours down the Detroit River and wanted to utilize the Detroit Refuge, in which portion of that is owned by Wayne County, the docks and the pier system, in order to offer those private tours or public tours along the river. And so we looked at it previous such type of entities such as this, and to see if we can present an opportunity for us to generate some revenue at that location, and also provide that recreational opportunity at that site in Trenton.
Okay, so this would, someone that would want to do this, this is at the fishing pier in the city of Trenton?
There is a dock at the Wildlife Refuge.
Okay.
Yes, so it's at the dock that is there at the Wildlife Refuge, and so they were able to board there.
Okay,
At the Wildlife Refuge, they purchased their ticket. We have had all of the waivers and things have been inspected by the U.S. Coast Guard. So it has passed its inspection. The waivers have been approved for those ridership and identification for the county. And so they would be able to board, pay for their travel or a tour along the river at that location.
okay, and it looks like it's a couple hours?
Yes, it's
Long?
2 hours. Mhm.
So has it started already?
No, it has not.
Okay.
Not
well-
without the approval of commission.
Oh, yeah. Right. Joey, go ahead.
Thank you. Just a couple questions about the International Wildlife Refuge. The county covers what? And what does the federal government cover? Because I believe it comes out of both budgets a little bit. Is that accurate or?
Through the chair. So Commissioner Palomera, a portion, the Visitor Center is under the federal program. So it's funded from the Federal Refuge Program, the staff that is there, the building operations that is there. The footprint of the Wildlife Refuge, including the pier, the playscape amenities, the docking system, that is all under Wayne County. Wayne County Parks manages, and that's within our budget that we support or do any improvements there.
And maintains that. And approximately how much per year is that?
So-
$250,000 or more than that, less?
Through the chair, it is less than $250,000, but it just depends on those improvements that we have put in place. So we use our skilled trades for opportunity to support, if there need to be repairs on the piers that are minimal. Our maintenance team just uses that within the rotation of clearing Elizabeth Park and mowing of there. So a calculation I couldn't give you, but I know it's less
No, we're
than,
good. That's
yeah,
fine.
it's less than $250,000 annually outside of any capital improvements that we
It's a
would put
very
there.
well-received feature of that area. So thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Kinlock?
Yes. Ms. Bradford, can you tell me how many fees does the Parks Division have for the various licensing of fees? How many fees for utilization of our facilities and our agreements such as this?
Can you turn on your mic?
Was on. Oh,
Yeah, there. There it goes.
Those through the chair, we have several revenue and concession agreement opportunities, including this. So on off the top of my head, what I do know we have in place, we have at least 7 of these concession type agreements with the county, between the parks and county and those private entities. Our fees are very minimum. We have ordinance on our fees, so we only have certain facilities with fees, such as our water park that has fees. Of course, our golf course has fees through management, but there are not typical fees for our programming and opportunities unless we're doing our naturalist programs. Those are associated fees with that, as well as Light Fest. We know we have fees approved for special events, parking and entrance for that. But we will be presenting another ordinance on fee reconsideration for our park system as we come into parity with a number of our counterparts across the state as far as offering particular services and fees associated with that.
Thank you. Because that's something that I would be talking to our commission policy as well as our budget office on getting the fee structure for all the various departments to just see how often we have taken a look at that ordinance. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. If I can just add, if you
Sure.
don't mind. So we did 2 years ago, we presented a fee review, and two recommendations were made to the commission for approval, and that was for the special events parking for Elizabeth Park, for our music festivals, either at Motown or Jazz on the River. Prior to that was donation only. So the fee was implemented at that point in time, and then we did get an increase for fees for our Light Fest, for mini buses, and coach buses and RVs that would want to come through for our Light Fest. So those two were recommended and approved 2 years ago, but we do have further recommendations that we will be putting forth to our DPS leadership, in which they're aware, and then hopefully come to the commission for approval.
And you'll notate the ones that were most recently updated. So we will know that they have been updated. Thank you.
Through the chair, yes. ma'am.
Yeah, no,
Thank you.
that's good. We'll be looking forward to.
Right.
So this is going to go to full board on the 18th. So when do you anticipate that this will start? Yeah, when
Madam
we-
Chair, once it's approved by full board, we would like to have the executed agreement. Ms. Yancey is pretty good at trying to expedite and get those things working with your legislative unit. But with that, once we have approval from the full board, we would like to give the vendor authorization to proceed as early as possible.
Okay, great. There's still some summer left after that.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Any other questions? Okay, thank you. All right, next item.
Item 6, requesting commission approval of an intergovernmental agreement with the city of Plymouth.
Okay, this is for park improvements, Plymouth Cultural Center. Questions? Next item.
Item 7, requesting commission approval of an intergovernmental agreement with the city of Wayne.
Okay, this was City of Wayne for improvements to Schaefer Park and Avondale Park. Any questions, Al? Joey will be doing that. Next item. Yeah. Yeah, he's chairing full board. Yeah. So we'll have to give a heads up to everyone. All right, next item.
Item 8, requesting commission approval of an intergovernmental agreement with the city of Allen Park.
All right, this is for their J.C. Park. Questions? Next item.
Item 9, requesting commission approval of a contract with the Michigan Department of Transportation.
Okay, we have several contracts with MDOT in this agenda, which is great news. This one is in the city of Livonia and Redford Township, Inkster Road from westbound Schoolcraft Road to just south of 5 Mile. Questions? Next item.
Item 10, requesting commission approval of a contract with the Michigan Department of Transportation.
All right, this is for improvements along Pelham Road from Ecorse Road to Van Born in the cities of Allen Park and Taylor. Next item.
Item 11, requesting commission approval of a contract with the Michigan Department of Transportation.
Okay, this is in a couple spots for traffic modernization along Beach Daily in Redford Township and Middle Belt Road at Beverly Road at the city of Romulus. Questions? Next item.
Item 12, requesting commission approval of a contract with the Michigan Department of Transportation.
All right, this is for road improvements along Wayne Road from Joy to Plymouth in the cities of Livonia and Westland. Next item.
Item 13, requesting commission approval of a contract with the Michigan Department of Transportation.
This is along North Line Road from Agnes Street to southbound Fort Street in the city of Southgate. Questions? Next item.
Item 14, requesting commission approval of a contract with the Michigan Department of Transportation.
Okay, this is from Biddle Avenue from Pennsylvania Road to Grove Street in the city of Wyandotte. Questions? Next item.
Item 15, requesting commission approval of a 3-year professional services contract with the 1-year option to renew with Wade Trim Associates.
Okay, this is for engineering services for Swan Drive Bridge replacement over Swan Channel in Grosse Ile. Questions? Next item.
Item 16, requesting commission approval of a 3-year professional services contract with a 1-year option to renew with Wade Trim Associates.
This is for engineering services to rehab Greenfield Road Bridge over Rouge River in the cities of Dearborn and Melvindale. Questions? No, it's been totally done. Okay. Do I have? Yes,
I will make a motion to move items 1 through 16 for full board for consideration.
all right.
Support.
All right, we have an approval by Commissioner Baydoun, supported by Commissioner Kinlock for items 1 through 16, and the first 4 again are receiving files.
Yeah.
Any questions before we vote? All right, Madam Clerk, can you take the roll?
Commissioner Kinlock,
Yes.
Commissioner Hattis,
Yes.
Commissioner Baydoun,
Yes.
Commissioner Palomero,
Yes.
Chair Markey,
Yes.
motion carried.
All right, thank you. Next item.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I have heard of none. Next item.
Public comments.
Okay, Madam Clerk, do we have any emails?
There are no emails.
Is there anyone on Zoom that you can see with a hands up?
There are no hands on Zoom.
Okay, if anybody from the public would like to address the Committee on Public Services on the phone or on Zoom, please join us for 2 minutes. Anyone from the public? Anyone from the audience here in the chamber? Michelle? All right, I see no one, hear no one. Next item.
Adjournment.
Support.
All right, we've been approved
was
with
fast.
support. All those in favor say aye.
I.
We are now adjourned.